Hi there, listener. You're about to experience TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games, and there will be plenty of game talk, but also copious amounts of crude, off-color, offensive, and immature speech. So if you are of a rather sensitive humor constitution, we're just letting you know what you're in for with this show. It has games. It has jokes. You know, just games and jokes. Take the games, take the jokes, and have a good time.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another TADPOG podcast. It's a show that happens twice a week where two old guys play old games. One guy makes a random selection for a game and drags the other guy through the mud for said request.
It's a good request.
Yeah, you know why I chose it? Why I said let's do Three Ninjas.
Because it's bound to be hilarious.
Because it's the top of the SNES list. It's alphabetically, it is number one.
Oh, gotcha. Because numbers, yeah.
Because my next thing is going to be let's do Seventh Saga.
That's bound to be better.
Yeah, maybe. It looks like one of the old Ultima games for the NES.
Okay, I'm on board with that.
Maybe.
I'm on board with that. I mean, yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm on board.
We'll see. NHL 93.
So do you want to do all the NHL games?
I want to do an episode that's titled NHL 93-97, and we just do them all in one episode.
Christmas with the NHLs?
Yeah, perfect. Or it'll be a side episode where we also talk about Christmas with the Cranks in between.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I'll watch it.
I haven't either.
I say that I'll watch it, but I did not watch Three Ninjas Kickback. I thought about it.
I thought about it too. I watch it a lot when I was little.
You did? I saw the first one, but I did not. I wouldn't say I watched it a lot. I remember watching it and being like, yeah, that's funny. And then I don't think I saw the second one or the third one. Three Ninjas.
They're four.
Is it? Oh, are there only four?
They're only four.
Oh,
the fourth one, Hulk Hogan makes an appearance. So
is Tum Tum throwing a dog in a lake in the background?
That's what happened.
Yeah. Tum Tum is the dog, actually.
Okay, I guess before we delve deep into Three Ninjas Kickback.
Too late. Yeah, before we do it, I gotta know. What is Three Ninjas Kickback? Where does it fall in the order of movies? Is it the second?
It's the second one.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because they don't make it easy and add numbers.
Because I guess there would be kickback or kickbacked again. Cuckback? The past tense of kick is cuck, I think.
Where they cuckold. All the brothers cuckold each other. Three Ninjas cuck back, and their old master just
Why
watches.
did you train us, Grandpa? So you be my cuckold grandsons. This is a very fucked up series of movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is my very old Asian man character.
It's directed by Guillermo del Toro. It's dark.
Before we delve into all that, I'm your bearded host, Tyler. We got a package. I got a package over here.
Yep.
From Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins. But before we open that, Dave, I'm fulfilling a request by you, which you said, hey man, the next time you get that loot crate, can I get that Deadpool thing?
Yeah. I saw an ad that they were going to do Deadpool stuff.
So here is...
Oh, that's awesome.
A loot crate exclusive Deadpool figurine.
That looks great.
But I'm going to keep this Deadpool t-shirt.
Oh, I didn't even see that you were wearing it.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, that's the lap pillow that I had.
That looks good.
Although if you want this t-shirt instead, I'm already wearing it, and I also have not showered in about 3 days, so it's got some good BO on it.
Take it off. Take it off.
Take off your shirt, Tyler.
Take off your shirt. I'm calling your bluff. He's not taking it off.
Well, if you could pick. You pick.
Yeah, I want the shirt. Take it off here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Yeah, because the loot crate, because it had the Deadpool figurine, this, of course, like the pin you get with it. It was kind of, I guess, whenever you get a t-shirt, the rest of the crate is usually a lot less expansive.
Oh, yeah.
So,
this is a nice figure.
Yeah.
I like this. gonna make as much noise as I possibly
Yep.
can.
That way we can't truncate silence it out.
No, it's just us sitting in silence and then rustling. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I'm gonna set this right on my computer desk. Loot crate exclusive. Probably shouldn't have opened it.
It's yours. I wasn't going to say anything.
You know me. I don't give a damn about that. If it were a comic book, I certainly wouldn't have opened it.
But now let's delve into this package addressed to TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance. It's like he heard her protest about calling it Nicole's vagina.
Yeah.
So the first thing I pull out is a letter, and then grouped inside of it. Okay, it looks like he's made us a quiz.
Perfect. I was worried because Phil's package is smaller than the other packages that we've received. So
I've received a lot of packages.
Yeah.
And this package of Phil's is probably the smallest so far.
yeah, Douglas's was heavy. Matt's was fat. Phil's, I mean, it's the second time we got it. It's smaller this time.
I mean, I like it. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
I don't need a big package for it to be happy.
Yeah. Wink, wink. I gotcha. Yeah. It's adequate.
All right. So his letter says, I guess, should I read it or do I look into it or
I don't know.
what goes on?
Read it. Let's read it. Unless he says stop reading this.
Dear founding members of Come Blind Fuck Slave, please accept these offerings of organic, sustainably produced snacks courtesy of Life Source Natural Foods in Salem. I've never tried any of these in my life. I merely went to the most whole grain hippie infused store in my neighborhood and selected whatever organic junk food they had on the shelf. For all I know, you could be eating recycled goat shit, or maybe it's legitimately delicious. I guess you'll find out. I've also included a Jonathan Brandis quiz.
Does he spell it out?
He
Or
said, insert reggaeton horn. Enjoy, Phil Hawkins. Sandwich Phil Hawkins.
I am going to fail this quiz.
Let's see. So here's the quiz. Beautifully written on index cards.
Jumbo index cards.
So let's see. First I'll pull out. I never pull out. No, I do. That's only I have one kid.
Yeah.
Gluten-free, dairy-free, new bite-sized protein plant-based.
This sounds awful.
Two moms in the raw is what it is called.
Let me see that. I don't believe it. Yep.
Two moms in the raw.
Nut butter truffle. Okay. Here, let me open this up. It's mom made.
That looks like it looks like a Portlandia sketch. If I were to make a Portlandia sketch, a candy bar, that's it.
All right. Opening it up. What's the calories look like on this bad boy?
It's gluten-free and dairy-free, so it's all the sugar.
Calories, 140. 2 servings per container. So these, I mean...
All right. 70 calories, we'll split it.
No, I'm not going to eat all that. No way. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3. There's 4 in here. So
give me one as well.
It's 70 per 2.
And then my brother just took his Ambien, so I can feed him the rest of this in about 45 minutes.
It smells like dog food.
Yep.
Like kibble.
And it's immediately crumbly in my hands, and I don't think that was a thing in packaging. So let's try this small. It looks like a stack of quarters.
What do you think it's going to sound like when we bite into it? I think it's going to sound like when you break chalk in half.
I think it's going to just crumble like old chalk you find in a haunted house.
We're going to turn into mummies. That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not great.
It's not good. I don't want it, but...
Yeah, I'm not going to finish this.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets worse as I eat it.
That's a bad aftertaste.
I know.
That's just like eating raw flour.
It was good at first,
Yeah.
but then I got to the end of that bite, and it was awful. Here, I need to...
Yeah. It's like my high school relationships. Yuck,
What?
yuck, yuck.
2 moms in the raw. Yikes. Tyler, if you were to give 2 moms in the raw a beard.
And here's something I think might be dog food. Because he just grabbed whatever, so we don't know that he didn't find. Just accidentally straight into the dog section.
There is a dog on the packaging.
So this is called Epic.
Man, that 2 moms is gross, man.
Okay, the package it's vacuum sealed. It does not look great. So I'm just gonna read the packaging. So clearly it's marked epic, and there's just a sheep on it. It looks like what might be like
A lambskin
dollar
condom?
bill in an animal-driven country. And it reads, lamb used 100% grass-fed lamb currant mint bar. 10 grams of protein, gluten-free. Live epic, eat epic.
What is it? I don't understand what
Made
it is.
with 100% grass-fed organic lamb.
So it's beef or lamb jerky, I should say.
It's moist.
So the lamb is beef.
The lamb is beef. Yes, I think this is just like some kind of like pressed lamb bar
That might be good.
with currant and mint.
That might be good.
I do love mint used
Yeah.
in a savory
Yeah,
context.
I love mint. I love that packaging too. The packaging is nice. I do like the sheep-dominated dollar bill.
Man, I wish Josh and Nicole were here. Man,
Why is that?
because I want to see I want to see both of them take a bite of this lamb mint.
Oh yeah, the mint. How do they feel about lamb? Do you know?
I bet Nicole likes it, and Josh would just shrug and say he's not sure he's ever had it.
Yeah.
Open this bad boy up.
What are the calories like on that? 5,000.
One bar is 140 calories.
Okay. Wouldn't it be great if they just measured it in pizzas? Calories. One pepperoni pizza.
1/16 of a pizza.
Yeah. Thank you. Is this a raisin in here? What is this?
And those are currants.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's try this.
Okay. Gross. Hate it.
See, it's kind of a misnomer because you look at it and you think candy bar.
Gross.
It's square.
God, this is gross.
The currants look like chocolate chips. Like, so your brain is kind of fucking with you when you look at it.
This is miserable. What do you think? The lamb isn't bad, but the currants are killing me, dude.
I can't taste any mint.
No.
Mint is kind of commonly used with lamb, but you're right. The processed lamb, and the currant is way too strong, completely overpowering the mint. I can't get it at all.
All right, going back to the Coke Zero.
I don't think it's bad, but like you need to eat it blindfolded, otherwise your brain is just going to keep fucking with you.
I wouldn't eat that.
I'll feed it to Ryan when he's emptied it out.
There you go.
Where'd the box go? There it is.
Right there.
All right, let's see. Organic live food bar, Raw Revolution, almond buttercup.
All right, this is going to be good for sure.
All organic, all organic, gluten-free, non-GMO, kosher, and vegan.
Okay.
Something that touts high protein, high fiber,
And
vegan.
vegan? Yeah.
Right.
Is it Soylent Green? What's the calories look like on this bad boy?
Serving size, one bar, 230 calories.
Okay.
But it's a meal replacement bar.
Yeah,
so
so this is like a breakfast bar or something. Thank you.
I anticipate this will be the best thing we've had so far.
It looks like it's wrapped in beef jerky.
Yeah. It has texture to it. The others haven't.
No, this is not good.
It sort of tastes. It's okay. It tastes like a protein bar, which are never like really great.
Yeah. Ugh. No. Pass.
Let's see. A Lara bar. I've heard of these. I've never had one. There's an umlaut over the first A though, so I doubt I'm saying that right.
Can I see it? I have no idea. Lara bar? Lara bar?
Lara. Schadenfreude bar. Let's see. The original fruit and nut food bar. Lemon. Gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, vegan, and kosher. What the fuck is in this? Let's see.
What's left?
Serving size, one bar, 220 calories.
Okay.
That's a small bar
Yeah.
to condense 220 calories.
So it's probably going to be tasty.
Okay, ingredients. Dates, and then in bold, I guess because you could be allergic, cashews, almonds, lemon juice concentrate, dried lemon juice concentrate, natural lemon flavor.
I'm allergic to natural lemon flavor. Sorry, I can't eat this.
For something that touts how good and pure it is than to throw the bullshit food terminology natural lemon flavor in there, because I know that's a bullshit food term.
What is it? What does that mean exactly?
Anything.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. This looks like this looks like the Raw Revolution that we just ate. What is that? Can you tell me what this like meat texture is? Like, what is this? Because this looks like meat, and it feels kind of like sticky. You know what I mean?
A lot of stuff comes like.
Is it like a paste or something?
It doesn't say that it's on. I assume that is from the dates.
Okay.
Normally in like a candy bar, that'll be palm oil.
Okay.
Because at room temperature, it keeps that kind of chewy consistency, so it's used in everything.
Okay. It's just disconcerting because, like, looking at it, it looks like spoiled meat.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Spam with bits in it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, this is the best thing I've had out of this box.
It's real fucking lemony.
Yeah, I love that.
It tastes like Pledge smells.
Yeah, I'm into it. Will it get me fucked up?
Oh, man.
Once this is over, you want to do a couple lines of Pledge?
Eat a little out of the bar and do some Pledge.
And toss the mustard.
Some Pledge whippets.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not lying. It's a lemon bar.
Yeah.
It doesn't tout anything else.
I like this. I like that lemon. It masks the...
the spoiled meat.
Yeah, what I assume is a horrible flavor.
Yeah, because I'm not a big fan of dates. I like to get straight to fucking. Yeah! All
right. I thought it was good, and then I had a couple more bites.
All right, this looks promising.
This does not end. There's fruit snacks?
It's the same kind of wrapper as like a Goo Goo bar. Non-GMO, gluten-free apple cinnamon fruit bar. Naturally flavored, tastes like a piece of pie.
What's the brand on that? Just fruit bar?
Betty Lou's. Just great stuff and plenty of it at Betty Lou's. So I don't know. The naturally flavored tastes like a piece of pie.
We're not going to tell you what pie.
Naturally flavored, I mean, natural. It could be like bugs ground up that happen to taste like apple pie. Naturally flavored.
Now I can't eat that at all. Thank you.
You're welcome. Fruity filling inside a tasty, flaky crust. Wholesome goodness that takes you back home with every bite. Betty Lou. Where the fuck do you think we were raised, Betty Lou? Who do you think our parents were? Calorie content. Looks like serving size. This whole thing is 190 calories.
So this is going to be awful.
All right, here we go. Let me read you this shit, okay?
All right.
Ingredients. Apple fruit filling. Okay. That sounds like justified. But then in brackets right beside it.
Bugs.
Then fruit juice concentrate, pear, pineapple, apple, peach. Okay, so that's the fruit filling is those mashed
all
together. Then apples.
and then peach.
And then, okay. Apparently it's something called inulin. I thought it said insulin.
Yeah.
So I was about to get freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, me too.
Tapioca starch, apple powder. Apple powder. Zante currants. You love currants. Natural flavor. That's by itself. Just comma. Natural flavor, comma again. Water. Citric acid. Pectin, which is just like what makes jelly gel.
Okay.
Cinnamon. Locust bean gum.
I'm going to look that up real quick. This may determine whether or not I actually eat this.
See if that's locust. You know,
I know.
Locust testicles. We call that locust bean. We jerk off the locusts.
Gently. So as to not to break their tiny penis off. What is it? Locust?
Oh, you covered me with your locust bean gum.
Bean gum.
Uh-huh.
Locust bean gum. There is a... Would you like a little early Dave read some Wikipedia?
Yes.
Oh, no, it's not nearly as... I don't think it's... No, that's not interesting.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. Why can't it be locust ejaculate?
Whoa. There is an interesting line I do want to read.
Okay.
It starts with the words shoe polish.
Yes.
Shoe polish and insecticides also have locust bean gum powder as an additive. It is soluble in hot water. Soluble.
Does it say exactly what it is?
That's what I'm looking. I'm like frantically looking. Okay, here it is. Okay. Locust bean gum is I cannot read this, galactomannan. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah.
Galactomannan?
Yeah, he's a DC character.
Vegetable gum extracted from the seeds of the carob tree.
Okay.
Mostly found in the Mediterranean region. The long pods, Tyler, that grow on the tree are used to make this gum. Tyler, the pods are kibbled to separate the seed from the pulp. The seeds have their skins removed by an acid treatment. The de-skinned seeds are then split and gently milled.
Gently. Mm-hmm. We don't want to agitate them.
This causes the brittle germ to break up while not affecting the more robust endosperm. So
I knew there's sperm in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Annatto extract, turmeric, trademark fruit trim.
Yeah.
Get that trim, girl. Get that fruit trim.
I do like that fruit trim.
Oats, gluten-free flour, which is potato starch, brown rice flour, stone ground sorghum flour, tapioca flour, safflower oil, inulin, again, apple powder, guar gum, xanthan gum. Xanthan gum, is that all? I mean, I know that's a chemical thickener. I don't know if it's does it qualify as natural? So this is naturally flavored, not naturally thickened, I guess.
Define natural.
It's a super vague term that's not the FDA doesn't really have any strict regulation for.
Because couldn't it be simply like, well, it's from Earth.
Yeah.
Natural.
It's one of those weird, shitty terms.
Humans are natural and we made it.
All right, let's try it. Now that we've scared ourselves about it.
Now that I know that there's not locust gum is not actually the semen of a viral.
Pulls apart. That's the safflower oil keeping it all moist.
This looks like the shittiest Pop-Tart I've ever seen.
Yep.
I'm smelling it. It smells good. It does. It smells like a pie.
It's supposed to taste like apple pie. And it does, but in a very fake kind of way. Mm-hmm. It tastes like an apple air freshener.
Well, it does kind of like, after I chewed a couple times, it did feel like it disintegrated on my tongue. Mm-hmm. I mean, I like it.
I just have half a piece of pie. Call it a day.
You know what would be really good on this?
Ice cream?
Pie.
Yeah. Mix it into an apple pie. And this last one, called Evo Hemp. Boost body and mind. Mango macadamia. Raw, cold pressed energy bar. I said cold like my mom says it.
Code.
Mm-hmm. Non-GMO, vegan, paleo, gluten-free. Let's see. Ancient superfoods for a modern world.
Read me those hemp ingredients, dog. Is this a medical energy bar?
Yerba mate. Evo hemp energy bars tap into natural powers of yerba mate. I assume it's mate and not mate.
Yerba mate.
Yerba mate. You got my yerba mate. A plant primarily found in South America that is said to simulate focus, clarity, and physical energy. Said to. We don't know. We asked some guy we met in South America. He's like, oh, yes.
See?
Yes. Let's see. May contain tree nuts.
Uh-oh, I'm out.
Contains pit and pieces of nutshells. May contain pit and pieces of nutshells. Calories, 1 bar, 200 calories. Ingredients, dates, almonds, mango, hemp protein powder, hemp seeds, macadamia nut, coconut nectar, coconut yerba mate. Okay, I wonder because it all has asterisks next to all of this.
Okay.
But the key at the bottom says asterisk means organic.
Oh, okay.
So everything in it appears to be organic.
Okay.
All right, let's eat pot.
I would love to eat that, but I'm not gonna.
Afraid you'll fail a drug test?
No, I'm afraid of those. I'm afraid of those tree nuts.
Oh, yeah, if you're allergic to pine nuts.
But I do really want to try it because of all.
It'd be a fun game.
I'd love this. I'd love to do this edible with you right now.
No, we'll see if you like shit on Ryan's ceiling again.
No, I would just vomit on his ceiling. Am I missing out majorly?
No.
In a major way?
No.
Are you feeling it yet, man?
Fuck, man. It's like I'm at Josh's bachelor party all over again. Yeah, it's not bad at first.
Yeah. It looks like fudge.
Because you get it's sweet and then it just gets kind of bitter at the end.
Yeah.
Not very great. If it was the reverse, that'd be better.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Well, I don't feel so bad because Phil didn't like any of it.
He said he hadn't tried any of it, right?
Yeah. He just grabbed random shit.
Yeah. You know what is sad? I feel bad because like he took the time to pick all this out and mail it to us. And I'm sure this bag of just the worst food I've ever had in my life that's sitting on your table right now.
Probably
expensive. This is probably $30. This is probably $30 worth of food.
Well, I was okay with the lamb stuff and okay with the Lar bar.
I like the Lara bar. The apple pie knockoff was okay, I thought. Mm-hmm. Raw Revolution, thumbs down. Mm-hmm. The lamb, not for me.
That first hockey puck thing.
The raw moms.
Yeah, there were two moms in the raw.
Two raw moms. Two raw dog moms.
Two moms, raw dog.
Yeah, I wasn't all about that.
You want to take this Brandis quiz?
Yeah, let's.
Or I guess we could both take it. The answers there must be on the back.
Like highlight style.
We'll both take them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready to fail another Phil Hawkins quiz and then hear him say, "I thought these guys knew everything about."
Brandis dated this Fresh Prince of Bel-Air star for 3 years in the mid-90s.
Will Smith. Next.
Uncle Phil. I'm going to assume... How old was Jonathan Brandis in the 90s?
That's a wide range.
I'm going to assume the littlest one. What, Ashley?
Ashley. I don't know.
Hillary was the oldest one.
Right.
And I assume it's not Carlton.
I'll go with Ashley as well. I don't know the actress's name.
Tatiana Ali, who I think was the youngest one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to count that for both of us.
Yeah, we got it.
Question 2. Brandis got his first big screen break in 1990, playing the main character in this sequel to a beloved children's fantasy movie.
It's The Never-Ending Story.
But his big screen break in the sequel? Was he not in the first one?
No, because he wasn't in the first one. I think he's in the second one, though, right?
See, I thought he was in both of them.
Oh. No, I don't think he's in the first one.
Okay. All right, yeah, then it's got to be Never-Ending Story Part 2.
I'm sorry if we fail it, but yeah, I think it's Never-Ending Story Part 2.
Never-Ending Story 2.
Good.
Yeah, because I knew he was in... Now I wonder who that kid was. Who am I thinking of? Brandis guest starred for 8 episodes as the voice reoccurring villain in this Disney after-school cartoon.
He was the villain? Is that what it said? Well, you know it's Darkwing Duck. you know Phil slid at a Darkwing Duck question.
Yeah, because I was thinking Aladdin, but now you say Darkwing Duck.
I was thinking Aladdin too. That's bizarre. Maybe we should go with Aladdin.
Man.
I didn't watch Aladdin though, so this is on you.
I did, so I'm not completely sure. I'm trying to think who he would have been.
That would be so Phil for it to be Darkwing Duck.
Because if he was like the nega Aladdin.
What are you going with? Aladdin? I was kind of thinking Aladdin too, man.
Let's say Aladdin. That was our
gut
reaction. Aladdin.
Yeah!
As Mosin Wrath, the nega Aladdin dude with the flying eel. Yeah. Question 4.
Okay.
Brandis' first acting gig came after the age of 6 in this long-running daytime soap opera.
I don't know. Days?
I had to watch a lot of Days when I was younger.
Okay, and
I don't remember.
You would have remembered him, I think.
Maybe. I mean, I wasn't like intentionally watching the show, which is on in the background while I complained about wanting to watch something else.
General Hospital?
General Hospital is what I was thinking.
Okay, General Hospital that was my second.
Was it General Hospital?
Okay, General Hospital.
One Life to Live.
Oh, that one doesn't even count.
Totally wrong. Brandis auditioned for, but was ultimately passed over for what iconic fantasy anti-hero?
A classic fantasy anti-hero. He was passed over? Mm-hmm. Does it say the year or anything like that?
Nope. I'm going to assume Deadpool, and it's because he's dead.
Right.
That was the choice. They're like, give Jonathan Brandis. He's dead. Well, fine, pass.
Ryan Reynolds, I guess. The casting director was very distraught. What's Brandis up to? Oh,
he did. He really? Huh. really liked him in Sidekicks. Okay, all right.
Well, it's got to be Gareth, the Goblin King.
What about
right?
Rodney Dangerfield? Him too? So the whole cast of Ladybugs is just gone?
Mysteriously died on a ghost ship.
Iconic fantasy anti-hero.
Okay, so this is a movie that came out. Mm-hmm. So what fantasy movies came out
trying to think,
when he was alive?
He killed himself pretty young.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't like Lord of the Rings or anything like that. Like what's some iconic fantasy? It had to be a movie.
Right.
It was a movie that came out in the 90s. Iconic fantasy.
I wonder if it's like science fantasy even. You know how like some sci-fi movies are like, oh well, it's not really science fiction, it's fantasy.
Yeah.
Like Flight of the Navigator kind of deal. Like because that's not really. I mean, that's not really a science fiction.
He was
movie.
in that. Was he not Stargate Atlantis? He was at
Sequest?
Sequest. Not Sequest. It was something like that.
Right, yeah.
He was in some kind of
C-Lab.
theme movie. C-Lab 2020, I think.
That was, by the way, I think the best show ever. I loved C-Lab.
God, fuck. I don't know.
Can we work the anti-hero angle at all?
Anti-hero. Because I feel like that wasn't a big time for anti-heroes.
He was passed over for this. That's tough. This is a really hard question.
Yeah. Because I haven't read Brandis's IMDb in quite some time.
Do you think he was originally cast to play the ant in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Yes. or Slimer in Ghostbusters.
Yes. Well, John Belushi's dead.
Give me...
Oh, are you kidding me? Well, make him a fucking puppet, I guess. I don't know.
Elric of Montalban or whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't even know what to guess.
I don't either.
A Punisher? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Anakin Skywalker in Attack of the Clones.
What? Was he alive then?
I didn't think so. This must have been why he killed himself. He was like, Hayden Christensen got that. Can't keep the gun out of my mouth.
I think
this is getting dark.
Yeah, that's rough. I didn't know. I thought he was dead before.
Yeah, I thought he was dead.
Yeah. Could that be our next quiz? I thought he was dead.
Tell us whether or not this person is actually alive or dead. Brandis was propelled to status of teen heartthrob in the mid-90s after the success of what TV series?
Okay, read that again.
Brandis was propelled to the status of teen heartthrob in the mid-90s after the success of what TV series? What TV series was he on?
One Life to Live. Okay, so
there's that Sequest. I know he was in that.
That has to be it, right?
Or Ladybugs, the show.
Ladybugs, the after school special.
I've got to say,
it's got to be that C thing.
Questlove.
Questlove.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Brandis in Questlove.
Yeah.
That C show.
It has to be it.
That C show.
But Seagate? that's a hardware company. Wasn't Jonathan Brandis inside a hard drive?
I think that's where he is now. He uploaded his consciousness like the villain in Winter Soldier. Like he's in 800 reels of tape.
He's like, one day Emperor Palpatine will download me, and I'll be the apprentice.
All right, so we're going with the
C thing.
Sequest DSV.
Sequest.
We said Sequest.
We did say Sequest.
We get it.
What is DSV? Deep space vacuums? Deep sea value.
Didn't survive.
Oh, God. That well's going to go dry. How many cards you got left?
Know.
No, we got.
We're on bonus questions.
Oh, we got to.
What? Now they're out of order.
We got enough suicide goofs to last us 4 cards.
All right, so 2 more questions and then 2 bonus questions.
Okay.
Because that's one of the, like, I've never said anything to offend Cockmaster Ashley Shake except when I made a Heath Ledger joke. He was sincerely pissed at me about that.
What was the joke?
Something about him being dead.
Was he offended because you were making fun of a dead person, or it just wasn't funny?
Because he loves Heath Ledger so much. Brandis famously committed suicide in 2003 using what method?
I do not know.
Drug overdose, autoerotic asphyxiation, regular asphyxiation, comma, without the jerking off.
Yeah.
I assumed what you meant by regular asphyxiation. Gunshot to the head. I think it's gunshot to the head.
Do you? I think it's regular asphyxiation.
I feel like I heard that he shot himself.
Okay.
So I'm going to say D and you say C.
Yeah, I guess.
Regular asphyxiation. He hung himself.
But his wiener wasn't out. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Unless like his last action was to tug it back in. According to IMDb, what is Brandis' most successful movie he had a lead role in by weight of box office take-home?
Ladybugs.
Hearts War, Never-Ending Story 2, Sidekicks, or Ladybugs?
Man, I am going Ladybugs. It's got Rodney Dangerfield in it.
And I believe it had a sequel.
I think you're right. Ladybugs 2, Electric Boogaloo.
And I think Never-Ending Story had a part 3, but it was with completely different actors.
Sorry, it was Electric Boogaloo.
But
because they're bugs. Ladybugs.
It could be Hearts War because I've never heard
of that.
You say Ladybugs, I'm going to say Sidekicks.
Man, okay. Yeah, I'm going with Ladybugs.
Hearts War.
Motherfucker.
Hearts War.
What is that movie?
19.1 million. Never-Ending Story 2 ranked in 17.4. Sidekick 17.2. Ladybugs 14.8.
Ladybugs got a few buttons and belly button lint.
Brandis is credited as party guest in Fatal Attraction, which grossed 156 million. But he said lead role.
Okay.
Unless party goer. Bonus question 1.
Mm-hmm.
How much fan mail did Brandis receive at the height of his popularity during Sequest? 500 letters a week?
DSV.
4,000 letters a week? Or 10,000 letters a week?
4,000? What was the first one? 4?
500.
Oh, 500?
500, 4,000, or 10,000?
Okay, you know it had to have been substantial because in the previous question, let's logic this out.
He became teen heartthrob.
Right. He was a teen heartthrob, so you know he got a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's a matter of, is it the highest or is it the mid-range?
I'm going to go mid-range.
I want to go mid. I want to go 4,000 too.
4,000 letters a week.
Yeah.
Bonus question 2. What do you think is on the back of this card? Dicks.
I think that's probably a safe bet. Or do you think it is a very, like a photorealistic illustration of Jonathan Brandis dead?
Or it's actual, like, he pasted on the back a printed color cutout.
And then there's a drawing of you and me just jerking off on his corpse.
And Phil was awesome is what he did.
That's my guess.
I'm going to go a step farther. I'm going to assume it's like...
A step farther?
Yeah, I'm going to assume it's a dick in a sandwich.
A dick in a sandwich?
Dick in a sandwich. Like, head poking out of one and like he's fucking a sandwich.
Did you see this already or something? That's very specific.
No, that's just... Well, I figured he would draw a dick and he's the sandwich pope, so there's going to be a sandwich.
Okay, I'm with you now. That's a good guess.
All right, so I'm going to raise the back of this card and you tell me.
Yeah. Dicks.
Yeah, it even says dicks.
I know.
One curved up, one super straight, one looking right at us, and one looking at us like a periscope. Pretty good. Pretty good
Thank
quiz,
you,
Phil.
Sandwich Pope, Phil. I want to point out I won that.
You did win.
By 1 point, and I can't even say his name right most of the time. Most of the time I'm like, is it Brandis or Landis?
Jonathan Brandis.
I really sometimes do not know that.
Jonathan. Well, we're about 40 minutes in. You want to talk about Three Ninjas?
Are we really 40 minutes in? Good God almighty.
We tasted a lot of snacks and took a quiz.
What the fuck happened, man?
Well, I know I'm high from eating that edible, so that's what happened to me.
I don't know what my excuse is. Must have been that Monster energy drink I slammed before coming over here. Yeah, I guess. Let's talk about Three Ninjas Kickback. Do you think, did he send that because, I mean, he didn't know we were going to be talking about Three Ninjas Kickback. So he was like, let's send a martial artist quiz.
Yeah, I mean, because if we talked about doing like sidekicks or, Yeah, I don't know.
Is there a Sidekicks SNES game?
I wish. I don't think so, but I wish.
Yeah, it's Sega CD exclusive.
Gotta have that full motion video.
Do you think it'd be in bad taste if Jonathan Brandis was in the next Mortal Kombat game?
No. I don't think it'd be in bad taste if Jonathan Brandis and Rodney Dangerfield were both in their Ladybugs costume on stage with like Carly Rae Jepsen.
Do you think it'd be in bad taste if you and I made a Ladybugs / Weekend at Bernie's movie?
Or next April Fools, we'll do an episode entirely where you're Jonathan Brandis and I'm Rodney Dangerfield.
I love it. Because here's the best part about that. I don't know.
I'm not even dead. Can't get no respect when you're dead.
That's so dumb.
I should be a Saturday Night Live with my impression quality.
Come on, man. Give yourself some credit. That's Mad TV quality right there. What's the Madden guy's name? John
Caliento.
Caliento.
Almost said Calipari. I was like, nope, that's the coach of UK.
He's also really good at impressions.
If you see him, he's constantly yelling at the players in different characters. Hooah! You missed the basket, Tyler Eulis. Yes, that was me doing John Calipari doing Al Pacino. I'm not even sure if it was Al Pacino. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not either. To be honest with you, me neither.
I think I'm going to send you out to the game, and then I'll pull you back to the bench. Yeah. That's never going to get old.
Are you taking requests?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you do Papa John doing an impression of Gumby?
It's just him.
No.
There's no voice acting. There's no voice acting. It's just him skating into people's portraits and stealing all their money and then skating back out again.
Three Ninjas Kickback?
Yep. You hear that, Dave?
I do hear that. It's the sound of college basketball coaches everywhere doing their best. Al Pacino's, Robert De Niro's. They're doing Robin Williams way too early. Way too early. They know better than that. It's probably Brigham Young. Probably the ones doing that.
Ooga?
Duke's doing caveman impressions. The fuck's going on? Of course, I hear all those impressions, which, of course, ushers in a segment that we like to call Dave Reads from Wikipedia. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this entry?
I've got to be. Episode's almost over.
Okay, guys. Three Ninjas Kickback is a beat-em-up video game for the Super NES, Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, and Sega CD platforms. It was developed by Malibu Interactive, Red Link, which means there's nothing there. Published by Sony ImageSoft and was released in 1994. The game is based on the motion picture of the same name. The end.
All right.
They go into story a little bit and gameplay a little bit, but usually that little intro is a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and point out, I do not think this game is categorized correctly on Wikipedia. This is not a beat-em-up video game.
No.
This is a platformer.
Yep.
Squarely in the platformer category, I think. I'm gonna write Mr. Wikipedia about that.
Yeah, it's an action platformer.
100%.
Yep.
Because I got excited when you mentioned this game. I got excited for two reasons. I knew it was going to be bad. That's not one of the reasons. But I thought it would be funny to talk about. Because it's Three Ninjas. And Three Ninjas is hilarious, Tyler.
Yeah.
I mean...
It totally 100% holds up.
I mean, there are two movies from the 90s that are hilarious. All of Three Ninjas. I count that as one movie. I've only seen one of them, but I'm sure they're all funny.
Criterion Collection is fun.
Yes. And Air Bud. So those two... I'm assuming Air Bud was a 90s movie.
Ladybugs and Sidekicks, right out though, not funny. Don't hold up.
Yeah, Neverending Story 2, however, also hilarious, but it's a distant fifth. Not a beat 'em up, but I was excited because I was like, okay, this game is going to be horrible, but at least it's a genre that I enjoy. And it's like, even Bebe's Kids, which is awful. Bebe's Kids is a beat 'em up for the most part,
basically.
unless you're in the shop
The
where
haunted
the
house,
baby.
and the shop, yeah.
But there's a lot of beat 'em up segments. This game doesn't have any beat 'em up segments.
No, it's true. No, it is like a shittier Legend of the Mystical Ninja.
Yeah, a much shittier.
Yeah, because I played and beat Legend of the Mystical Ninja.
Yeah.
Way back in the day. Ugh. I mean, I just picked it out. I knew it'd be bad too. It doesn't look terrible. Like the graphics aren't bad.
No.
It looks like a different game that they just like. I need to make a movie license game. All right, take this ninja and just let's copy and paste. Like make it just different colors. Like be the three kids. It's fine. No, it's fine.
It doesn't look like a Super Nintendo game, which I think is really interesting about this game, and I thought I would like when I first started playing it. Is it looks like a NES game, and I don't mean like graphically. Graphically, it looks like a SNES game, but the sprites are small, which is like totally not SNES.
It plays like an NES game.
And it plays, yes, exactly. It's fast like that, and the controls are very much like an NES game. And I thought I would like that, but within like the first stage, I was like, no, this is going to be miserable. This is going to be a miserable experience.
Because graphics wise, all right, I like the graphics. Okay, music is awful.
The music is horrible.
Fuck, the music is
music is
awful.
horrible.
It is a tinny, awful mess.
Yeah.
And like the segments between the levels where it has like the Japanese sun and just like this weird guitar riff that makes no sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get to pick Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum.
Who's your favorite, Tyler?
Tum Tum.
It's Tum Tum, because it's Tum Tum.
He's the only one of those three kids that like put like, if acting is a D&D skill, he put like one or 2 points into it.
Yeah.
But the other kids are like, no, charisma scores are high enough. No, it's fine. That's fine. Because I remember the other two kids just being like,
we're gonna Brandis this bitch.
Even when I was little, I just thought they were super stiff, horrible actors.
Yeah, that's always.
I mean, Tum Tum had he was supposed to be a fat kid, but he was not a fat kid at all. It's like he just liked to eat candy, and that was just it. At least like, what's that movie about all the kids at Fat Camp?
Fat Camp.
Fat Camp. Heavyweights. At least get one of them. Let's get one of those kids to play Tum Tum.
Didn't Heavyweights have like one of the Lost Boys from Hook in it or something like that? I remember there being like some kind of connection where I was like, yeah, I want to watch Heavyweights because it's got that kid in it.
Oh, maybe it had the what's his name? The kid who wore the sailor suit.
Yeah. I think it was him.
Rolled to the ball.
Yeah, the rolly
Thunderbutt. I think
Thunderbutt. Yeah, that's good.
I only know that from playing the game recently.
Yeah, I forgot completely. Yeah. I have a theory about the Three Ninjas. I have some head fiction that I've created.
Please tell me.
Are you familiar with the show Workaholics?
Yes.
In my mind, that's what happened. That's the Three Ninjas grown up, is the cast of Workaholics. Tum Tum is Adam. I guess Colt is Durs. And you can figure out the rest because I cannot remember the others' names.
Okay, I thought it was funny. I like Workaholics a lot.
Yeah,
but I know like two of the three actors, two of their careers are blowing up outside of the show, but the other one is like I have not seen him in anything, and I guess it's because he looks weird, like because he has the long, like
fluffy
the
hair,
perm and
the one I can't remember the character's name of.
Yeah. Because I've seen Adam Devine.
Yeah.
Because he's been in several other movies.
He's been in movies.
He has his own show and shit like that. And the other guy I've seen he had a big part in like season 2 of the Mini Project, and like I've seen him in a lot of other things. Other guy, and I guess he can't change his look because that's his character.
And it's also just how he looks, probably.
He's like, no, I look fine. What are you talking about?
I've seen him in other things, but yeah, not like the other two.
Yeah. So I wonder if
Bummer.
Workaholics is still going because like you don't have any other projects going? No, during the season of the show. I guess we have to. I mean, gotta keep his lights on. I guess. Okay.
We'll do it for Rocky. We'll do it for Rocky. It's fine. We'll do it for Rocky. Come on, Rocky. And then Ryan Walters, I don't know if you saw on Facebook, he posted an image of
The werewolf.
No, he did post the werewolf, but he also posted an image of the three ninjas. And then right above the photograph of the three ninjas is Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Reptile. and the three ninjas are wearing
the corresponding colors.
the corresponding colors. So yeah, that is probably a better head fiction than what I've got going. But I just like to now I've got a new dimension when I watch Workaholics.
So Tum Tum dies and goes to hell.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Look at how fat and disgusting that kid is.
He's fucking going to hell.
That sinner.
Oh man. But the game again, it feels like they take a lot of the same elements and just overuse them, and then the difficulty comes from just packing them very closely together. Because you've got like enemies that aren't worth your time fighting.
Mm-hmm. Oh no! Just avoid the enemies.
Yep. And then like pit traps and spikes and shit like that.
Vines that you have to swing from.
Vines that are awful. You may as well just jump and take one hit and keep running. From the spikes.
The controls aren't consistent, and talking about the vines reminds me of that because it's like in order to grab onto a vine, you have to jump on the vine as it's swinging and hold the up button. But meanwhile, that's the only thing you have to hit up to grab onto because like you'll automatically grab ledges and stuff like that
and
swing.
Like that, yeah.
So it's really inconsistent.
So I was hoping that mechanic would work sort of like Sky Blazer because same publisher, but it doesn't. The swinging up. So because you looked it up that because Sony ImageSoft they did Hook, they did Mickey Mania and Sky Blazer, which are all solid games. We haven't played Mickey Mania, but
they published them. They've developed 2 games, and I've played both of these games. Jeopardy Classic.
Oh, fuck.
And Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, man. Okay.
I hope that each of those games are interrupted by like bear ads and Life Alert the whole way through. They're very authentic. They published some real stinkers. They also published some pretty okay games. Like Sky Blazer, I thought was great.
Yeah.
They published, we mentioned this off the mics. Tyler, you own this. I've watched you play it. Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, man.
That is a nightmare of a game, not in a good way.
We need to do it eventually.
It's fucking broken. That game looked
awful.
Broken.
It is like, I compare it to playing Jekyll and Hyde, if anybody has played Jekyll and Hyde for the NES. They're both just broken, shitty games.
They published Cliffhanger. Have you ever played Cliffhanger?
From the movie?
Yes, the video game adaptation of Cliffhanger, the movie.
Okay, Sylvester Stallone in that?
Stallone was in that. I remember seeing the ad for this video game, and as a kid, being like, "Oh, that's a shitty game." Like I just know from the advertisement.
A game about not being able to climb a mountain? That sounds horrible.
A game called Chuck Rock. I don't know. Have you heard of Chuck Rock?
Maybe I have. Is it about a caveman? Maybe.
I have no idea. Caveman-y.
Yeah.
Dragon's Lair for the NES.
Oh, that's like one of the worst games of all time.
So that's them.
Okay.
They're responsible for that.
All right.
Equinox, ESPN Baseball Tonight, ESPN National Hockey Night, ESPN NBA Hangtime 95, ESPN Speed World, ESPN Sunday Night NFL for the Sega CD, Genesis, and SNES. Extra Innings. These are all games that we're going to get right on, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
They did Hook, of course. They did a game that has been recommended that we play, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, by Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins. That is Hudson Hawk for the NES.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was him.
They did Johnny Mnemonic for the Sega CD.
One of your favorites.
Oh, yeah. Last Action Hero. Oh boy.
I do. I really want to do that. I really want to do that because I know it is
something is wrong with you. I think.
Yeah.
Something's broken inside.
All this, yep. There's blackness inside of me.
You just fill it up with shitty video games.
Yeah, well, no, I'd have to share it with you.
To continue on their hit game, Bram Stoker's Dracula, they published Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. That's probably good, right?
What? Would you have any ideas for games? I got my kids' 8th grade reading list. Do you want?
Oh, not 9th grade? We can't do Lord of the Flies in 1984?
We can't do Wuthering Heights. That'd make a great Super Nintendo game.
Man, that book. Dude, I read that as a sophomore. I fucking hated that book. It is the worst. They did Mickey Mania.
Okay.
Like we mentioned earlier. This blew my mind. They published the European version of Super Bomberman for the SNES.
Okay.
Skyblazer, which we mentioned. Sewer Shark, which I've heard of but have never played. Smart Ball, which is a game that you've been talking about for a while.
I need to know if it holds up because I enjoyed it so much. Watching a playthrough video, it did not look like it would hold up, but I'd have to actually play it.
I know. And because when you mentioned it, you're like, yeah, I have fond memories of this game. And I went home and I was like, I'm going to look this game up. And I watched a gameplay video. And I was like, ooh,
looks like an NES game.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It had to have been early. Like, it had to be a 91 release. It had to be.
Maybe. We'll find out.
Yeah. I mean, I remember playing it because it was one of the only things for rent. Because I got my Super Nintendo on release day. So it was one of the few things that I could rent. So I remember like Joe and Max, Smart Ball, and then 3 copies of Super Mario World.
It definitely was early then.
Yeah.
They did a game called Solstice for the NES, which I haven't heard of. And then Super Dodgeball for the NES, which is a game that I fucking love.
Okay.
That's a Kunio-kun.
We need to finish our Kunio-kun
game. So that's it.
Okay.
That ate up about 15 minutes, I think.
We're almost at an hour now. But this game, yeah, what are the different, all the characters, they just have different like specials, or they're wielding different weapons that all act the same. Like Rocky has a quarterstaff, Colt has a katana, and Tum Tum, I don't even know.
He has size.
Okay.
So I used Colt because I thought the katana was the best weapon.
Yeah.
The specials in the game like are weird because they're all power up based. Like you pick up a red orb and the screen explodes. It's your standard everything dies on the screen thing. And then there's another power up which is like a blue orb, and you pick it up, and every time you swing your weapon, you throw kunai, which is awful because it means you can't save them and you can't use them when you want to use them. They just happen. Like as soon as you pick them up, every time you swing,
a Stargate kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can pick up bombs, which you might as well not use because it's impossible to aim them.
Yeah.
And also the enemies they all move so fast that it's impossible to hit any of them with it. Unless it's like, they're these stationary like totem poles almost that shoot
knives and shit at you.
So I guess you could use them on those. They're standard 1-ups.
You'd think their projectiles would be like extremely accurate and powerful because that's how they beat the boss in the first one. Because I remember like them having to throw like a piece of candy like into a gun hole.
Oh yeah. I remember that now.
Because they do the whole, and like their levels, training levels, where the object is to destroy dummies. Because their whole thing was, light this sucker up, and they would kick him in the pressure points and the dummy and shit like that.
Speaking of light this sucker up, I know what happened with the sound design. They spent all of their budget on sound and let's murderlize them, which is what is spoken when you select a character at character select.
Which I think is Tum Tum no matter what.
It's no matter who you choose, it's Tum Tum's voice, who's clearly the star of this game.
What do we do with the audio? Oh shit, I didn't check USB, so we got the internal microphone. Fucking publish it, fucking do it. Who gives a shit?
Do it.
It's fine.
You think our Patreon donors are mine? No.
There are a few bosses in this level. They're just gigantic people.
There's like 3 of them.
Like a large-breasted nurse.
Yeah.
And E Honda.
Yes, an E Honda knockoff. Yes, and then the final boss.
The final boss is an adult compared to the kids. Like he's not Jumbo, but he's like just normal sized person.
Yeah. Kogi, I believe his name is.
Yeah.
Kogi. I assume is the villain in the movie.
And the grandpa, though, he looks like Holy Carlo from Super Punch-Out. Anytime I see him. So really, once you beat the game, it's just grandpa like, congratulations, you have beaten the game. What an achievement. Period.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Game over.
Yeah.
So don't play it.
I'd compare it to Home Improvement, Power Tool Pursuit.
Yeah.
Because there are parts where it plays like it. Every level is broken into different stages, and in each level there is a stage where you have to find the things and hit them with your weapon. Like in the first level, you have to find 6 target dummies that are sprinkled throughout a stage, and you have to hit them. They never make sense. Like the hospital level, you have to find all the tied up patients. They're tied up. And then on one level, like
they went to the hospital from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, so they're all in.
There's a level which takes place in Japan, and before the level begins, sometimes there are cutscenes where your mentor will tell you something that you need to do. And in the beginning of this, he says, "Oh, it's very important that you bring the dagger to wherever, to my master. Oh, by the way, if on your journeys you find 6 bird cages, hit them." Great, cool, sweet.
Did not make it that far.
Sweet.
I very much hate birds.
Second level. It's very important you travel to me. I'm in the hospital. I've been injured gravely. I need you to collect 6 backpacks before you make the journey, however. It doesn't make fucking sense at all. And what's ridiculous about it is they give like the pretense that there's a story here. There's like, we're going to stick with the story about the movie, which I'm sure was excellent. We're all going to assume that movie was excellent. But on top of that, we're going to add these like crazy ass Power Tool Pursuit fetch quests. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. I have a very important question. Where, Tyler, would we be today, 2016, where would we be today without the boulder scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark?
But incredibly slow. Incredibly slow.
Our child, we would be different people right now if that scene did not exist in Raiders of the Lost Ark, because 50% of the video games we played as children involved running from a large rolling boulder.
That's true. And this one, God, because it's not even like, it's just so incredibly boring because this boulder, I don't know where, how it's moving, because it's just there has to be a man inside of it slowly walking for the pace that it's going.
That there's a whole stage in the first level where you're being chased by a boulder. It's the entire stage. I hated it.
Yep.
Guess what? Boulder comes back, dog. I bet you didn't see that coming.
Oh, man.
You beat the final boss. There's another stage where you run from a boulder.
The boulder finally caught up to you. Nuh-uh. You don't get away from me that easily.
The true boss of the game.
I'm just Nance the boulder.
True boss.
This boulder keeps that a 6. Coming to get you.
The bats chirp like birds. Don't like that. You pick up diamonds for money. They make a glass breaking sound when you pick them up. That makes a lot of sense. Big fan.
Sports terrorism. It's fine. Whatever.
There's a little bit of weird Blackthorn action. There are some stages where you can duck into caves for no reason. For no reason. It's like the developer played Blackthorn and they were like, "Oh yeah, this is cool. Let's put this in our game." Shrug. I had no idea. It serves no fucking purpose. There are instances where you can duck into a cave and there are no enemies around. It's just a thing that you can do for funsies.
It's for the boys. I mean, it's a long journey. They have to jerk it somewhere. They're in the height of puberty, so they have to duck in there and
Tum Tum's real confused.
Spurt one off. He eats candy.
Tum Tum is really confused with his brothers.
What am I supposed to do?
What are you doing? That's not how you pee pee. I've got another important question. Does the film genre of children beating up adults. Does that exist still, or is that specifically?
It's called the Disney Channel.
Oh, is that where it has migrated to?
And it's where it's basically, because that's the thing I noticed about the Disney Channel, that all the shows are basically brilliant kids outsmarting dumb adults.
Okay. That's essentially what Nickelodeon was, I remember as a kid. Because I even remember like watching Clarissa Explains It All and being like, oh man, her parents are like super dumb. Like they are like too dumb to
Sam can
live.
just like crawl into her window like in the middle of the night and it's totally fine. Okay. All right.
I just feel like that movie genre doesn't exist
They let her
anymore.
keep an alligator in her room. Okay. All right. Like that's so Raven and like Hannah Montana and all that kind of shit was just the same kind of premise. I guess that appeals to kids.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, stupid adults.
yeah.
Dumb dads.
Kids love stupid adults.
Dumb dads and raw dog moms. Yeah.
For that Disney Channel, my two raw moms.
The pacing is really bad
Yeah.
in this game. It's horrible. Some of the stages are really long, like that boulder level, and it's followed by a 5-second level where you just slide down a ramp and it's over.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all you do. And it's like it is really just so short. And then some of the levels themselves have five. Like the first level has like 5 stages, and then the second level has like 3 stages, and then the third level has 2 stages. And it's like, okay, these are getting smaller, and then the fourth level has 4 stages. It's like it's all over the fucking place. There are bonus levels that happen between each level where shit falls from the sky, like donuts and hamburgers and coins fall from the sky and glass diamonds. But watch out for my favorite power up in the entire game, which is creatively named flashing anti-bonus item. That's what they don't even try.
It ends the stage.
It ends the stage. The flashing anti-bonus item. They didn't even bother to call it an orb. They just like, what is this thing? Well, it's an item. You're like, yeah.
Well, what's the opposite of bonus? Anti-bonus?
Nega bonus? You're fired, Kyle. The fuck out. Jim, what you got?
Can you put yin yangs in it? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we signed the Yin Yang twins. They're on board.
That's Japanese as fuck. Put it in there.
That was the subtitle of this game. Japanese as fuck.
Just kick back. Japanese as fuck. White kids with Japanese grandpa. Japanese as fuck.
That's explained at some point in the movie, right?
I want to say so. Maybe.
I hope it's not. I hope it's like one of those things where
I
it's
think
just
grandpa
like.
adopted their mom or something like that.
I hope it's very much like Louis, where it's just like.
Where you don't think Louis C.K.'s Mexican?
Yeah. Well, Louis is a white ginger dude, and he has 2 white kids, and then his ex-wife is a very black woman.
Yeah.
And it's not even like brought up, and I like that. I mean, that's interesting, but it's
Yeah.
like, I guess they're just not going to explain this to us. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Okay.
That's all I got. Do you have anything?
Nope. Just got to scratch my beard
I
at you.
just rushed through that because I had a lot of notes.
It's totally fine.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
it's been a show. Mm-hmm. It's been a show. Mm-hmm. We've done some things today. Mm-hmm. We ate. I feel like we've been Japanese as fuck.
Yep.
If you were to give this game a
By having terrible desserts.
yeah, oh yeah, much like the Japanese, organic food stores do not believe in sugar.
The worst part of the Chinese buffet is always the desserts. You go to their small dessert bar, which is banana pudding from a can.
Vanilla wafers.
Yep. And then like barely sweet like wafer things that are terrible. Mm-hmm. So
Not a lot of good desserts.
I want my 2,000 calorie chocolate sugary dessert. Thank you very much. I'm a fucking American.
You know damn right. Well, I'll have the shitty chocolate, please. If you were to give this game a beard, Tyler, what kind of beard would you give it?
I would have to give it the beard of the villain from the first movie. Looks like the villain from Streets of Rage, the boss from Streets of Rage 2. He's like a ponytail, kind of cocky karate master guy.
Okay.
But they beat him whenever, they throw the candy or maybe it was a ball bearing, I can't remember, into the ball of the gun that makes the gun explode. So it's the
Jet Li does that also.
yeah.
That's his move.
It's the resulting beard that comes back from a gun backfiring in your face.
It's like a gunpowder beard kind of.
A flesh ripped gunpowder beard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. A smoking grin.
The old smoking grin.
That's a Civil War term. Happened a lot.
Oh, okay.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses, that sums up how you feel about it. What kind of glasses would you give it?
I would have to give it some shitty glasses.
Some shitty glasses. All right.
Shitty glasses.
Tyler, how much is this game on Amazon?
I didn't make any notes before I did this.
What?
Are you surprised?
What?
Are you surprised? The gun blowback beard and a shitty pair of glasses.
Is it how about this? Can I offer up glasses? Do you mind?
Please.
How about the extremely racist glasses that have Asian eyes on the lenses? Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't think they even sell those anymore, do they?
Or just 2 pieces of Scotch tape holding back your temples for racist Asian eyes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with that. Sorry, that's how I roll.
It's good.
I see color. I notice when Louis C.K.'s ex-wife is a black woman and their kids are white as fuck. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
how much do you think this game is on Amazon?
I bet there were a lot of copies made because of the game, because the movie was pretty popular with kids.
Okay.
But I know it didn't sell well. I'm going to say $11.50.
$11.50. Tyler, actual retail value of Three Ninjas Kickback used for the Super Nintendo on Amazon at the time of this recording is, are you ready? Are you sure? $127.99.
Holy shit.
It regularly averages above $100, like outside of Amazon.
Fuck, man. No one bought this fucking game.
Nope.
Don't blame them.
Nope. So I don't think it's worth $127.99.
No, it's not worth 99 cents.
No, it's really not.
No.
This is like one of those. This has to be one of the games that a serious collector is like, fuck. I want to own them all. However, I don't think my soul will ever be clean for buying this game for over $100. I could have gotten at least 3 hand jobs for that.
Yeah. Depending on where to go.
Tyler, I've got a little segment.
Okay.
If we have time.
We do.
We do. A segment that we stole. I stole. I'll take the blame for this because I totally ripped this off right from Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, who sent us a very tiny package today, which gave us countless minutes of enjoyment.
I'm very fulfilled by it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it didn't taste very good. Not very tasty.
No.
Earthy. Or it was an earthy package.
It's very earthy.
Yeah. It almost seemed like it had been playing basketball for 2 hours and then came in.
It's kind of sticky, earthy. Yeah.
A segment that
Lemony.
yeah. Lemony Snicket's dirty package. This is YouTube comments. This is YouTube comments presented by 2 Raw Dog Moms. First YouTube comment. Here's what I've done. I scoured YouTube for hours, days. I scoured YouTube for the best comments that were placed for playthrough videos for Three Ninjas Kickback. Spoiler, there weren't many comments. There aren't actually a lot of playthrough videos of this game, surprisingly so. I guess everyone can't afford a $127 game. Comment number 1. Is that a computer game or a video game?
It's a DOS game.
Yeah, I wanted to add that because like that was like the most 1990s question to ask. It sounded like someone traveled from the past and asked that question. All right, comment number 2. It's good movie.
Game good, not much.
It's good movie. Number 3. Seems like a movie ripoff of that one movie, Three Ninjas.
That had to be a troll.
Had to have been. But I chuckled. And here we go. This is a comment from number 1 Three Ninjas fan. The reason why Chad Power, who played Tum Tum in the first 2 films, Three Ninjas and Three Ninjas Knuckle Up, was not in Three Ninjas Kickback was because he quit acting for reasons unknown. This was the same with Michael Traynor, who played Rocky in the first 2 films, was gonna do Kickback, but he hated acting, and that's why Sean Fox replaced him. The same goes with Max Elliott Shade, who played Colt in the first 3 films, Three Ninjas and Three Ninjas Knuckle Up and the Three Ninjas Kickback. Did not play Colt in the 4th and final film, Three Ninjas: High Noon at Mega Mountain, was because he went back to school, and I think Sean Fox, who plays Rocky in Kickback, left to shoot a movie. There you go.
Man. All right, so they made a video game off of the 3rd movie where 2 of the actors were no longer in it. Mm-hmm.
Well,
that is a bad idea. That's a very bad idea, Sony.
They had to prep for Workaholics. That's my theory.
Yeah.
How cool would it be? Seriously, this is not a goof. How cool would it be if those 3 guys from Workaholics bought the rights to the Three Ninjas franchise and fucking made a Three Ninjas movie with them in it? They star in it as Rocky Colt and Tum Tum. How like that is a come on, that would make some money. Good.
And Hulk Hogan reprises his role.
Yes.
Because he's not doing shit now.
But they just play his sex tape. That's his role in the movie. They just watch his sex tape.
Can you believe? I don't know what his character in that fucking movie is. Can you
probably Hulk Hogan?
Commander Highball did this?
Have you by the way, have you seen this sex tape? Like, is that like freely available on the internet?
I'm sure it's freely available, but I've not seen it.
So that's our next episode.
Yep.
Tyler,
Dave,
it's our
Patreon where we watch the Hulk Hogan in real time. Watch the Hulk Hogan sex tape.
How did we forget to mention that when Taryn was on? Now it just slipped my mind.
We were too busy thinking about that Fred Durst sex tape.
Taryn, did you see that really disgusting video of Hulk Hogan? Like, I think he says racist things while he has sex with a prostitute. Allegedly. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Tyler, did you have any achievements for this game?
Let's see. No, but I could think of one.
All right.
Let's say Pacifist Ninja. Okay. Beat a whole level without killing anyone.
Okay.
Let's see.
What's the Final Fantasy 11 name for the ninjutsu invisibility? Is it just invisibility?
No, it has its fucking name. Because I remember Utsusumi, Ichi and Utsusumi.
Right, the shadows.
It's not Katon, that's fire.
You don't remember it, and I don't remember it because it was fucking worthless. Because like enemies aggroed by so many things other than sight. Mm. It was never good.
Yeah, because you'd have to use the item that does the sound, and then you could cast your spell, and your spell is not going to last as long as your item.
Right. It's worthless. Yep. It was dumb. Yeah, and the material components to use the ninjutsu was more expensive than you could buy the
oil.
Yeah.
And another one would be Hungry Tum Tum. Play as Tum Tum, collect all the food items in the stage.
Okay.
And premature ejaculation, which is you hide in every cave and jerk off in the cave level.
Okay. I did that.
There you go.
I unlocked that. I have 2 achievements. It's a theme. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to like this. 100-hand sap. 100-hand sap, Tyler. Beat the sumo boss, the Kmart E-Honda, without taking any damage. Ready for my second achievement, Tyler?
I'm gonna say what's Kmart E Honda, like B Mitsubishi.
Yeah. G Mazda.
G Mazda.
That's my rap name. My second achievement, Tyler. You're like this.
Mm-hmm.
Nurse Jack Off.
Yeah. Yeah.
In order to unlock that, you beat Nurse Shubiya without taking any damage. Tyler, she looks like a dragon's butt.
Is that a YouTube comment?
That is a comment from your mentor in the game.
Oh. I don't think she does, but okay.
No, she doesn't. She does look like a gigantic woman.
Yep.
With a needle. I'm assuming it's an AIDS needle.
I can't. I need to come back with.
No, I get it.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Thanks for listening to this episode, everybody. Thanks for, if you didn't get offended by the Jonathan Brandis stuff, sticking through us for the rest of the episode.
We did not mention rape in this one.
Nope.
For the record.
Nope.
Until this point. We did raw dog some moms. That doesn't count.
Did you get some blowback for our bear?
Did not get any blowback from our bear. Which made me think that no one listened to the episode. Which is a lie. Streets of Rage 2, the numbers for Streets of Rage 2, fucking ridiculous. Like, they are ridiculously high. Like, day one numbers, I was like, I had to do the thing where I take my glasses off, rub my eyes, and put them back on. So thank you to everyone who listened to Streets of Rage 2.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to me make a poorly timed rape joke.
Now, let's give ourselves some credit. The timing was good. But prepare yourself, because I can guarantee you, Three Ninjas Kickback is going to be low as shit.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
Just because, like, it follows a trend, like Eek the Cat. Like, all the things that we think is, like, going to be hilarious because it's so fucking dumb, just completely
Turns
fucking
out everyone
bombs.
just thinks it's fucking dumb, so they don't listen to it.
Like, Eek the Cat. I mean, Eek the Cat, like, was... Eek the Cat was like the lowest we've done in a long time. Because like even like now when you look at the numbers, it's like, oh man, these are all really good. And what happened? So
I remember that fucking show.
yep.
Yeah, you're probably right. This will be awful.
There's something that I want to mention that I actually meant to mention in the last episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so just right off the bat, I am the person to blame on this. A couple weeks ago, I had mentioned to Tyler, I said, hey, I think it would be a good idea to go back to one episode a week, our original format, and just put out one episode each Wednesday. For various different reasons. I honestly feel I'm having a problem with my work, home, and TADPOG balance. Because I feel a need to play the games that we talk about.
To completion if you can.
If I can, yeah, I want to finish the games. And I feel like
I have no problems quitting a shitty game or something I'm not enjoying.
Oh, I fucking quit Three Ninjas Kickback without a fucking problem. Honestly, like the first level I quit, and then I was like, I'll watch a gameplay video for the rest of it so I can at least have some commentary. But even that, it's like, being out of the house when we record. I mean, it's not crazy amounts of time, but it's 6 hours a week that Nikki and Henry are both up. And, usually I'll spend a Sunday playing the game and then come in to record, and I'll be out of pocket for pretty much the most day. So I was feeling really bad about that. And I don't want to not play the games, because when I don't play the games and I come on the show and talk about it, I feel disingenuous. And I hate the way that makes me feel. Like I can't do that, because it just makes me feel like I am not I'm not fulfilling
You
an
have this
obligation.
thing called integrity.
Yeah. I mean, vaguely. I have a vague sense of integrity. It's because I took Taekwondo in middle school. They like lesson number 1 is always play the video games for your podcast in the future. Because I'm looking at all of you kids, and I know you do not have a future in anything athletic. So Tyler and I talked about it, and Tyler, you did not want to go back to one episode a week.
I will. I mean, I understood, and that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
my last few weeks have been fucked up as well.
Sure. And you were willing to do that for me. You said you let me know that is not something that
So
you
I
want to
like,
do.
Tyler won't fucking let me, so I'm gonna burn the fuck out right now.
No. And it's not that at all. You were very very kind and understanding, and said, yeah, sure, that's not a problem. And then I had some time to think about it, and this is honestly, this. My biggest concern was that we have Patreon donors, and they are extremely generous, and they donate based on us producing 2 episodes a week. And I feel like it's a disservice to go back to 1 episode per week if people are essentially paying us for what they're used to, which is 2 episodes a week. And I love doing the show. Don't get me wrong. And I do not want to stop doing the show. Like that's extremely important for me to stress to you, Tyler, and the listeners, that I love doing this and I want to keep doing it. And one of the reasons that I kind of wanted to go back to 1 episode, I told you this, is that I don't want to stop loving TADPOG. And I was worried that if I continue to do this, if I continue to do 2 a week, then I am going to reach a point where I'm just going to burn out.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to want to do the show at all anymore. Which is a really scary thought, because this show is definitely part of my life now.
Yeah.
Like this is like, I revolve a lot of things around this show.
It's a thing we do.
Yeah. I mean, our schedules, we revolve our schedules around it. Not only recording the show and playing the games and taking notes, but
we've been through 2 marriages.
Yeah, exactly. Publishing. And there's a lot of stuff that goes into the show beyond, recording. So I started feeling bad because I want to give the listener, I want to give you guys your money's worth, honestly. And I know that you love the show, and I don't want to pull a move where it's like, oh well, now you get 50% of what you're used to. So what I would like to do is, when the spirit of Other Shit Mondays, when we started Other Shit Mondays, was that it would be an episode at once a week where we could talk about other shit.
Yeah.
And
where Wednesdays would drag on us, and we would have to keep kind of a strict schedule on Wednesdays so we could do a show where we could just do whatever the fuck we want.
Exactly. And on Wednesdays, because that's when we were doing lists. And we were getting, the lists were shitty. And that's, I think, where Other Shit Monday came from, is like, we wanted to play other games. We wanted to play games that we enjoyed.
Yeah.
And I still want to do that. But what happened is Other Shit Monday kind of morphed into it's another regular episode. When we stopped doing a list, Wednesday and Monday became really similar.
Yeah.
We still do like all calls and specials and stuff like that on Mondays typically. But what I would like to do is I want to continue doing a Monday show, but I would really like Monday to just be whatever. Like I would love it to just be whatever we feel like talking about.
Because that'll be where we open packages, where we take calls, where we do interviews, where we maybe we'll talk about what we've been playing or whatever. Because games will be brought up at some point. It'll be game tangential, I'm sure, at some point. But
honestly, I'm even like on board to do stuff like, hey, I saw this on Reddit today, and I think it's funny, and it doesn't have anything to do with video games. But I think our listeners would enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like we can expand beyond what we've been doing. And bring in other topics, because we do that anyway.
Yeah.
Like fucking Three Ninjas. We talked about the game for not very long.
15 minutes. We're at an hour and a half now.
So, okay. Well, we should probably wrap it up. I just thought it was important. I wanted to say this so that no one is surprised in the future.
Yeah.
If you get if we publish some weird Monday episodes, that's why.
Yeah.
It's because I kind of want to take a little bit of a breather. I want to catch my breath.
Playing 2 games a week. Yeah,
it's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. So I appreciate, Tyler, your understanding, and I appreciate the kindness of the listeners.
No, it sounds good to me too to focus on
board.
playing 1 game more for Wednesdays and then Monday. And if we have played a game, not to say sometimes it won't be a game if it's something we've wanted to play, or like something like that we play for pleasure, not just for the show. We can play it, talk about it or whatever.
I want it to be zero stress.
Yeah.
Like I honestly want Monday shows to be zero stress. And like I even Tyler, this is sad. Like we pretty much see each other and talk to each other when we do this show.
Yeah.
Like we do not really hang out outside of this show.
Yeah.
Which we used to a lot.
Yep.
And it's just because of our lives now.
Now it's just busy. It's like, it's not like we're not Penn and Teller where it's like, no, we need to not see each other so it doesn't get old.
But sometimes it feels that way, and that bums me out because it's like when we do only see each other when we record, it's kind of like, oh man, this is kind of a bummer because that's when we see each other. That's it.
Our other time has to be spent doing other things.
Yeah.
So
we have other obligations that are important. So like even like on some Mondays, like honestly, this is gonna sound cheesy as fuck, but there's some Mondays that honestly I'd kind of just like to sit down and just hang out with you and just talk about things.
Yeah, I mean, now that we do, I guess also not playing D&D like we used to is probably also a factor because we'd always like that was play D&D / hang out / shoot the shit.
Yeah.
So all that. So once my game ended, then like D&D kind of went on a hiatus. So that also is like a chunk that we used to do that with.
Yeah. And the same reason that I'm kind of in the situation where I feel like I'm having a problem with balance.
Yeah.
And that is things just changed. I mean, you had Kenna and I had Henry. And I mean, that is, wow. There's a lot.
That's the big.
There's a lot involved there. Like a huge amount.
Yeah.
And I hate the feeling where it's like, I don't want to be.
You want to do something? All right. Well, let me see if somebody minds watching a kid. And if somebody does this, and if all right, well,
I have to make
this
sure Nikki's at home, and if she's not at home, I have to make arrangements with mom to watch Henry, that kind of deal. So yeah, I mean it's tough, and I'm sure the listeners with children understand that. I hope. And
listeners without children are like, I don't want to fucking have children.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's pros and cons. There's pros and cons. I love my son, but there are definitely pros and cons. And a lot of this,
because I also don't want to, try to sound like I'm trying to bring people into the cult. No, you have to. Why haven't you had it? You have to. There have to. It's magical.
I will say, think hard about your decision.
It's amazing. It's very good. But yeah, there are even my own mom. My mom was like basically like all she's ever wanted to do is have kids, take care of kids. Like that is what she loves doing and what she feels like her purpose is. But even her, she will say like it's really hard sometimes. It's always really hard sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and a lot of it also stems from like I want to be around for Henry. My dad was around, but my dad worked a lot.
Yeah, same for my dad.
In the industry he was in, he would be off site a lot. So I mean, there were times where I wouldn't see him for a couple of weeks, and I don't want that. I want a strong relationship with Henry. So it's really important to me to spend time with him.
Yeah.
So a lot of that is me being super sensitive about that. I want to get in as much time as I can with him.
Yeah.
So.
No.
But that's it.
Good.
So if things are weird for the next few Mondays, it's on me.
Yeah. So Mondays will just be fun for us. Hopefully fun for you. I think it will be.
I think it will be. Yeah.
So.
And if it's not, sorry.
We're not. We've never been like dry, straight to the point, game facts kind of podcast anyway.
No.
So.
And I don't want to be. That's not us.
And I would have thought like our interview episodes, the all calls episodes are generally not as popular until recently. Like Chandra and Paul's all calls was through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I do think this is a extremely weird tangent, but I really want to thank Time Lord Josh Edwards. Because I feel like I realized that we got packages, lovely packages, from other people before Josh sent his eyeball package, his things to eat with eyeballs.
Yep.
But he sent that horrible, awful, nasty package. And then people, like listeners, just started sending.
They'll eat whatever we send them.
I know.
Send it out.
I mean, it was just like the floodgates opened. I have 2 more packages in my car. I've got, as far as I know, we have 2 more coming in. It's wonderful. It is amazing.
Yeah.
Like that feels really, really, really good.
Yeah. But people clean out their fridge and just send it to us.
They pay a shipping fee to Get rid of their garbage.
This is okay. This looks like it's a Safeway brand container of cottage cheese that's been duct taped shut.
Yeah.
And it's a little puffy. Like there's, I don't know. I'm gonna open it though.
What's in this, Currants? So sorry if I got schmaltzy on that.
We need to talk about it.
Yeah,
As we said.
I just wanted to, say it.
And if you're right and no one hears this, they're just gonna be confused anyway. No one listens to this episode. 300 people know what's going on. The rest are like, what the fuck happened to Mondays?
You know what that means? We have to make the next Mondays as absolutely fucking bizarre as possible. Like Tyler and Dave talk about Dr. Katz.
I don't think that'd be that weird.
Or the Comedy Central Sunday night animation block.
We just talk about the pilot of Duckman, and that's just the whole episode.
I don't know if I could talk about. Yeah, I could do it. Fuck it.
We can
I
make
could
it
do
work.
it. Yeah. I'm not gonna rewatch it. I'm gonna go based on memory.
What happened to the first episode of Duckman? Grandma's really fat and she farts.
That female duck that works out a lot was probably angry.
They're those twins that are together, like conjoined twins. They're kind of strange. That's Duckman.
George Costanza got yelled at.
And then yells at people.
Yeah. There's a pig. It's like Joe Friday Pig, I think his name was. So I'm down. We just did it. Just cut that out. And then paste it. Yeah, there's our episode for Monday.
Thanks for listening, everybody. You can find that show on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. So don't miss the next episode. Other Shit Monday, baby. We'll see. Right. We'll see what's going on. We don't know.
It's a grab bag.
Figure it out.
We'll open a package probably.
Yeah, you're damn right. We'll open a package.
We did 40 minutes opening of the tiny package today. We could probably just do the whole episode going through. I've got a very heavy package.
I'm gonna point blank be totally honest right now.
Uh-oh.
Thought I needed to pass a little gas. It's a questionable one. I'm not sure what just happened. So there you go, Phil Hawkins. I ate all this weird shit, this weird fiber, natural stuff, trusted something that may have just betrayed me. I don't know.
You know, the motto in Facebook chat right now is never trust a fart.
Yep. I'm very glad I'm wearing mesh Nike pants right now. I'm very glad I put on underwear before we recorded. Very glad.
Well, I know you probably need to go check yourself.
So it's fine. Tune in Monday, and I'll tell you whether or not I did.
But I have a question for you because you said Nike pants. Mm-hmm. In middle school, was it a weird thing if you wore like Adidas shoes with Nike pants?
People could only wear Adidas if they were soccer players.
Okay, that was the rule.
So you could probably get away with it if you were a soccer player. Otherwise, you were a poser if you wore Adidas, and Nike was what cool kids wore.
I'm so glad you said poser because that is exactly the term that was used in middle school. I had to be very conscious. I had to be very conscious of the shorts, the logo on my shorts and the logo on my shoes. They had to match.
I could do a whole episode over sock politics in middle school.
There's Monday's show.
Yeah, and throughout the generations, because I know from me to Ryan's wife Danielle to Brainy Gatsby's daughter, sock politics are important all throughout middle school and early high school.
I want to hear about it.
Yeah,
I do.
All those things. Other Shit Monday. Don't know what we'll do. I'll tell you whether or not I did my other shit or whatever. We still iTunes. It's
running
shit
Monday.
Running Shit Monday. Did we shit Monday? We get 139. We're doing good on those reviews. It's awesome. Thank you. It's amazing. So please go to iTunes, find us, subscribe, give the show a 5-star rating, write a review. In that review, if it's a game you want us to play, guess what you want for an episode, something for the Patreon, include it in there. We promise. Whatever you put, we will do it eventually.
Don't worry, guys. Like Tyler said, we're going to be back. We're going to be talking about something. In the meantime, you can always find us on tadpog.com. That's where the show notes live. You can find us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/tadpog. There's a lot of cool people there doing a lot of cool shit. Former Master of Coin, Ryan Walters, blowing it up on Facebook, posting all kinds of relevant things. So thank you very much. You can find us on Twitter. We are at tadpog_podcast. It's cumbersome. I realize. Hey, thank you very much to those of you on Twitter who retweet us, especially our episode announcements, because that helps spread the word to people who may otherwise not know about us. And that is a really cool thing.
Did we bring up Chris Edler going throughout like the entire TADPOG library and posting pictures of pinball
We have not brought that up
machines
yet.
from all the episodes?
We have not.
So he did that. It's pretty.
Also blowing up Facebook. Yes. So if you've noticed very old Tadpog posts showing up in your feed, like I have, which is amazing. That's the high-rise garage door, if anyone can hear that.
Either somebody's going to bed or somebody's leaving, but it makes the entire Tadpog high-rise vibrate whenever Ryan messes with his garage door.
So yes, thank you, Pinball Archmage, for posting that, because I love it when old episodes pop up in my feed, because it's like, oh yeah, we did do Mutant Apocalypse. That's great.
Like I'd mentioned to you, I 100% forgot we did Super Smash TV.
I know.
Totally vanished from my memory.
Big money, big prizes.
Buy that for $1. That's my
You can also, if you want to call us, you can do so at 270-883-2555. Leave us a voicemail. Try to keep it under 3 minutes. That's the cutoff. If you'd like to text message us, you can do so at that same number. We have a Patreon, which we mentioned earlier. You can find that at patreon.com/tadpog. Donate at least $1 a month, and you get access to our bonus episodes. We just talked to Taryn not too long ago about sex stuff. And all kinds of, we did not talk about the Hulk Hogan sex tape, kind of regretting that now, but whatever, next time. And thank you very, very much to everybody on Patreon who donates to us. That is really cool. And it is how we measure our success.
Oh, someone else, I remember I got like 20 comments on Facebook one day that somebody posted. So another Facebook comment hero, Yomar Lopez. I remember one day I was driving back from Clarksville one day and my phone just boof, 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 boof. So just thank you for being a Facebook hero.
Absolutely.
Robin Thorne has also posted several times.
Yes.
The one that told us about that Stargate was actually a game.
Yes.
And Paul Clark, who called, and we told him what possums were. He had to check to make sure that they were real. So if you comment on Facebook and you're not an everyday poster, and you start posting there, I think you deserve to be mentioned. Deserve it.
Peter
Panda.
Mm-hmm. He posts a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Comments a lot. Thank you.
Cody Stinson a lot.
Yes, Cody Stinson a lot.
Mason Schultz, and then that's always like, we'll finally do your Patreon.
Thank you. I've just set a trap for us. Now we're definitely.
I'm going through,
out.
and if I miss you, we'll get you. Post in this episode post. Hey, you forgot me, and then I won't forget you next time.
Chances are, actually, I'll read that comment and be like, "How we forgot? What did we forget?" I won't remember that we recorded.
Oh
any
shit!
Of this.
What did he say? How you wanna? Or our theme song is "Moves," but see more drive. Look at that track on the show notes on theback.com.
PO box.
If you want to send us a package, let me pull that up because I don't know it off the top of my head. Come on, Ryan.
I got it.
Super fast internet.
I got it. You can send us a package to Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole Nance. That's PO Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
How you want to close this out?
Like Tum Tum.
All right.
Like Tum Tum watching his brothers tug on their pee-pees in a cave.
So until next time, Tropical Capricorn, why are you myrtleizing your wieners? Your gooters. Gooter myrtleization.
I like we've talked about, I'm pretty open. I feel like I have a good grasp on an open personality, and I just don't know if I could let 50, 60 people watch me spread eagle